Hey my friends, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm taking on the RAD Packs RAD 9 Challenge. Like 9 RAD movies that I just love from the year 1994. A banner year for films, by the way. So this challenge was put forth by the RAD Pack. If you're not familiar with RAD Pack, team members consist of Garrett, Mel, and Justin. I'll leave their links below. And of course, the RAD Pack. They do great content, and they have put forth this new challenge that I will also put forth to you. After you've watched this, let me know your RAD 9. Make a video, share it with them as well. Share it with me, all that good stuff. All right, now, before we get diving onto this RAD 9 here, let's just get these out of the way. All right, so this is just, they're not going to be in my RAD 9 because I've chosen these other 9 for different reasons, because this isn't necessarily name the top 9 best movies of 94. No, these are your personal RAD 9. Like if you watch Mel's video, you'll really see how personal those are to her. So of course, you know, Forrest Gump and Shawshank, 2 fantastic movies, no doubt. But I'm not using those, because what I want to do is talk about these 9 films that I've seen over and over and over. And I wouldn't say I've watched these over and over and over, or there are other reasons. So we're going to start with number 9. And at number 9 here, and again, they said the RAD 9 movies don't have to be like accessible on DVD or Blu-ray, but how about bootlegs? We're talking the Roger Corman Fantastic Four. Yes, this movie is bad. It's bad, but if you are a super nerd like me, when you hear that someone has made a Fantastic Four movie and they are not going to release it, well, you do your darndest to find this thing. Come hell or high water. I mean, look at this thing. Look at the back of this. I just made the case, right? So there's the disc, you know, got it off some, you know, dude. This is the actual movie poster. They made a movie poster for this film, which I actually own the real movie poster of. And the reason I think this warrants pointing out is because of how ravenous fans were to try to find this and, you know, and tracking it down. And once you get a copy, it's not great. So you want a better copy. You found the VHS. Now you want the DVD. So we're never going to get a true release of this film. In fact, there was even something, this is just an addendum, made called Doomed. And it's this great documentary about the one Roger Corman film that was never released. That's right, he made whatever, you know, thousands of movies, but only one was never released, and it's this one. And because I think that is such a fascinating thing, it warrants putting up here in the RAD 9 for all those fun reasons. So number 9. All right, number 8. I just love this movie. I rewatched it again recently, and that is Reality Bites. Winona Ryder, Ben Stiller, Ethan Hawke. Yeah, he's a total douchebag in this movie, but you know, even he admits it. He goes, yeah, I'm not a likable guy. But I just love this film. I really love Winona. I think she's fantastic in this film. The music is excellent. As soon as I rewatched it again, I jumped on Amazon, bought the soundtrack. That's another thing too. Some of these movies, you know, have killer soundtracks that connect you to them. Like Forrest Gump was one. I mean, it's like an honorable mention, if you will. Great soundtrack. Same thing with another film that'll be coming up. But Reality Bites, such a fantastic, like, not even coming of age, because they're sort of young and getting into the workforce, right? Ben Stiller is the one who's like the most successful at this time, tries to help out Winona's career. And, you know, he's just a musician slacking off in life. But such a good film. I love Reality Bites. Number 7, you got you The Crow. I know it's still sealed, y'all, but still, I hadn't rewatched it recently, but the reason I love The Crow is because I'm a martial arts fan, and I'm a Brandon Lee fan. Come on, Showdown in Little Tokyo, Rapid Fire, and when he came out with The Crow, I was super excited because I just love his charisma. He's got his dad's charisma and fighting skills, and he was just so fantastic in The Crow. Yes, tragedy surrounds this film, but it still doesn't diminish the work that he did in this film and just how fantastic of a star he was destined to be. And it is sad that this is his swan song, but, you know, this is a fantastic film. Love The Crow. Next up, is Ed Wood. Yes, one of my all-time favorite Tim Burton films. Man, look, it's black and white story of, Ed Wood, the filmmaker, the worst B movies of all time, Plan 9 from Outer Space and all that stuff. And Johnny Depp is just fantastic in this film as Ed Wood. Sarah Jessica Parker's also in here. Bill Murray, tons of just great stars populating this. And of course, playing Bela Lugosi, Martin Landau. Oscar winner, Martin Landau. He is so, pull the string, pull the string. Now, Bella, roll around like the monster's killing you. Oh my God, it's so good. He just goes for it. That's what he won the award for right there, fighting that squid. So, Ed freaking Wood, y'all. Okay, next up. Now, this is going to be, what a banner year. Just this year alone for this one person is its own thing, and that is Jim Carrey. Tons of great ones, but I'm going to start with Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Look, I was already a huge fan of Jim Carrey with In Living Color. So funny, always makes me laugh. And when this movie came out, no lie, I was busting a gut. I was laughing end to end with this. I'd never seen anybody so outlandish play a character like this character. He was so good. And look, that led into, and these are obviously, this is the film I'm picking, but look what it led into in the same year, Dumb and Dumber and The Mask. So it all started right there with Ace Ventura. So bam, right there, Jim Carrey. I could have picked any of these. Actually, really, The Mask and Ace Ventura are a little higher for me than Dumb and Dumber. That's still funny, but those two are banging. But you can't go wrong with either one. But I'm going to stick with Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. All right, coming down to the last four. Number 4, y'all. I was talking about how some movies had killer soundtracks, and yes, there is one of those iconics. Yes, I didn't have Forrest Gump or Shawshank, but I do have Pulp Fiction. I have to use this one because it was like I had seen Reservoir Dogs, but this really got me into Quentin Tarantino and his filmmaking style, and the cast he pulled together. The fact that he got John Travolta, to I don't know, make another comeback. He's like the king of comebacks. It really put him on the map. I mean, like Bruce Willis is also in here. Samuel L. Jackson he should have won the Oscar for this thing. Don't know how that happened, but everyone knows, Pulp Fiction, killer soundtrack, memorable scenes, extremely memorable characters. Uma Thurman is absolutely fantastic. So gotta add Pulp Fiction. All right, coming up at number 3. Change it at the last second. We're going to go True Lies. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jamie Lee Curtis, directed by James Cameron. Tom Arnold's in there for a comedy. Actually, they're all pretty funny in this film. But this is basically, it's James Bond for Arnold Schwarzenegger and James Cameron. And it's fantastic. It's a little spy movie, and she doesn't know who he is, and once she finds out, all hell breaks loose. And her dancing, in the in the hotel room, when she slips, hilarious. She's fantastic. Jamie Lee Curtis is fantastic in this thing. Some of the best action sequences put to film. Absolutely love True Lies. All right, coming up at number 2. I just kept pushing this higher on the list. I just rewatched it and I just love this film. Speed, man, Speed. Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock. Look, Keanu, the best part about this is they were shooting this right outside where I work. And the day we were working is when they blew up the bus, when his buddy's driving away and Keanu's paying for his coffee and scone. And then the bus blows up and goes running down the street. We all went running outside because like, what was that noise? And we see just Keanu running down the street. Later that night, we all went out to a bar that's right there across the street, and Keanu was there. So I got to meet Keanu, got his little autograph up there, totally had a man crush on him. He sat at our table and hung out with us. So, I mean, so much dreaminess. Keanu. Just all that, all that is part of this film. Like, remember, when you watch a film, it's how you experience it. And for me, part of the experience of this film was experiencing that bus blowing up and meeting Keanu Reeves and seeing the movie. The movie's amazing. And it just, that's why it just keeps rising on my list. It's such a fun, rewatchable action flick, and Keanu and Sandra are excellent together. All right, that brings me to my number 1. And this might shock some people. I don't think I've seen this on anybody else's list. But I made a video recently called, 15 perfect films. And that would be for editing, story, acting, directing, cinematography, all these things, pace. And this film, when I walked out, I thought, man, that was a perfect film. I love this film. And that is Leon the Professional. Come on, man. Gary Oldman is great as the antagonist in this thing. He's so freaking good. Young Natalie Portman delivers a tour de force performance opposite Jean Reno as Leon. I mean, they are so good. Directed by the Fifth Element director, Luc Besson. This is a fantastic film. If you've not seen Leon the Professional, please check this out. The international cut is got a little bit longer scene between Natalie Portman and Jean Reno. And man, I don't know if like Natalie Portman was actually getting drunk, but she was acting drunk. Like, you've got to see this scene. It's the kind of scene like it should have got her, a Best Supporting Actor award. So good. So that is going to be my RAD 9 for this RAD 9 challenge. Thank you to the RAD Pack, to Justin, Mel, Garrett, everybody that put this out, everybody that's playing it. Let me know in the comments below, what are your RAD 9? Or make a video and share it and tag us all so we can all check it out. All right, that's going to do it for today, y'all. I've just brought you here. Thank you so much. Get on down there and hit like, subscribe, smack the bell, leave a comment, share it with your friends if you are brand new to my channel. That's going to do it for today. Thank y'all for this great RAD 9 challenge. In the meantime, I'd like to say thank you to all my Cafe members. Thank you to all my Cafe members for their support. And if you'd like to be a Cafe member to help support the channel, please consider hitting that join button now.